welcome to Free Wheel Station. We come in, and we get like the pan overview of like the three planets and their various moons, and we kind of come across the station itself spinning in the sky, looking a bit like a broken wheel, where it's still in various stages of repair. We see a few ships coming and going, and as the camera pans beneath the station, we see the wrench that's welded into the frame on a corner, and come out on the other side with the big logo. And we open up, on the shuttle ride down to the planet, where you guys have a chance to sort of discuss your plan. Like Captain
Okay.
Worthy gave you sort of like a general area where the harpy jasmines has been spotted. So you're kind of headed in that direction. So what do we see everybody doing as we
Yeah.
enter?
Before we get too far into that, sir, how long did it take us to get here?
Let's see. Six days.
All right, so that makes it Seventh the 20th.
Okay. So what do we see you all doing in the sort of like shuttle as you guys are like flying down to the surface?
Well, I guess I'm still flying because I'm the only pilot. So would you like a piloting check for this?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
As soon as my
Aha.
character sheet loads, I will let you know because it decided it's not going to respond.
Karad, Kib, what are you guys doing? You're like,
There we go.
I'm trying to make sure all my tools are where they are, make sure I got everything I need, kind of get myself ready type thing. Just kind of,
all right.
computer's working fine.
Oh, nice.
I defragged that computer, so now my database is up to date, and I'm all good to go.
Yeah, that reminds me, I
Right.
say as we're piloting in, did you ever clear out the space on your space pad?
Yeah, I did some disk cleaning, defrag, moving some files around, and combining
Right.
BIOS. And
I told
it
you
was
you're
really
supposed to
cool.
store all your like extracurricular time stuff on a separate hard drive. That way you don't fill it up.
Well, I haven't put the secondary hard drive on there yet, and I was working on that part when I had so much stuff. So it's a long process, and I got
I know.
the
I
second
know.
thing to do
But
that. And
3 gigs of
I'm getting it.
contemplative porn is just a little too much, kid.
So,
Anyway,
Death Arms, you guys are in the shuttle headed down to the first planet from the sun in the Drage system, hunting a plant that they believe they can make some, that they can use the byproducts of to make some drugs and stuff.
and we would have done the downtime activity that would have helped with that. I forget which one it is.
To help make the drug? Well, you
Not
gotta
to
have.
help make the drug, to help fight the. What is it? When we go over our tactics.
So.
I mean, we were here for 6 days, so.
So let's go to the.
In fact, I'm pretty sure Death Arms would have insisted upon it. He is, after all, a bounty hunter. We need to know what we're doing.
Okay, so maintain equipment. So you can do things like maintain equipment, which the first time you score a critical hit with a weapon, the next day it deals an additional amount of damage equal to half the item level to the target hit. It's of the same type, blah, blah, blah. You could do maintain readiness. If this activity is interrupted by combat, including Starship, you gain a +2 circumstance on initiative checks. Drill would be getting a bonus on a specific skill. Like if you all were banking on being able to use one particular skill set.
Well, as someone who always rolls low on initiative, that one sounds like a pretty decent idea.
Or I guess you could each individually drill in different skills if you were trying to do that. But the maintain readiness is not going to help you when you get into combat with deal, because at that point I guess you could be doing that the day of, where
well, we know it can kick our ass, so we'd all be on guard.
Coordinate, you can practice teamwork exercises, combat, which would be all of you. When you grant a creature you train with a bonus using aid another, covering fire, or harrying fire, you can increase that bonus by 1.
See, and if this is going down like I think it'll go down, even though I've never fought a Jasmine Harpy before, harrying fire, if we're doing harrying fire while our tank is doing smashing damage.
Well, somebody's gonna have to have the suppressive fire feat to use harrying fire.
That's one thing I don't have. But if that Jasmine Harpy has grenades, then I might be able to do something. I know it doesn't. So it still sounds like the +2 for everyone to have to initiative is our best bet.
Mm-hmm.
Does everyone else agree?
Yeah, sure.
That's basically what you can do the day of while you guys are doing that. It's
Yeah. So let's do the one for our guns the day before, and then we'll do this one today since we're about to land on planet.
So
that means anyone that scores their first roll or actual 20 does the extra damage, and then so long as we get there today, we'll have the ability to get a +2 to our initiatives.
So +2 circumstance bonus initiative check, or for the first to determine order if you're serving as captain or pilot for that. Doesn't provide any benefit if you or your allies intentionally seek out. Oh no, it doesn't.
Okay, so it doesn't work.
You intentionally seek out combat. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I was reading it right. But drilling, if you wanted to drill, so you could use drill on a particular skill, so you could get a bonus on it, or maintain.
So if we can all do different ones,
or maintain equipment.
that's the one where you get the first 20.
Yeah, and since you have a tech lab, that your tech workshop is on your shuttle, that one can be done.
Okay, well, let's see.
And
that sounds like something I would do, is make sure all the equipment's working effectively.
All right, but if we're doing drill, then that means the doctor would drill medicine. Death Arms would do perception or stealth. I would do life science, I guess, so maybe we can learn more about it. And Kib.
And it's only one maintaining equipment. You can only do with one piece of equipment per person, so you can't have one person do all of the equipment.
Okay, well, we have time. That was why we're going through this effort right now. So we have time that everyone could do a weapon. And then Kib, I don't know. Either engineering or...
You're only going to be able to do one downtime activity that affects you for the next day.
Okay, well then we'll just do weapons.
I mean, the drill is a specific task. Yeah, because that's the first time the next day. Most of these are basically you get a benefit the first time the next day that you do something.
All right. Well, then let's give our bonus to weapons and hope that our tank rolls a 20 right away.
Well, let's see. Yeah. All right. So you guys are kind of coming in, and maybe like while you guys are sort of like finishing, like doing your thing and whatnot. Death Arms, you're back up to full. You had to spend several days convalescing in your room. The two orphan kids, tried to come and check on you to play cards and shit with you. Whether you let them in or not is your decision. But the human kid that you saved from getting sucked out into space, and the Kasathan kid, who's obviously also an orphan. Like, do you let them visit you, or do you like tell them, throw shit at the door and tell them to go away, or how did you handle that?
I feel like that Death Arms, because I feel like that he would at least let the human kid in, because he, for some reason, he likes other races.
Okay, yeah. So their names are, the human kid is named Satan, and the Kasathan kid is named Tolo. He doesn't have a long Kasathan name because he's obviously an orphan. He doesn't know his clan or anything like that. Which is probably why he wants to check on you, is because he probably doesn't meet many actual Kasathans. Or if he does, they probably shun him, and like, you were actually helpful.
Which is actually probably the most dickish thing that Kasathans can do. So
yeah. But yeah, but they kind of like, maybe like this is something you're remembering back as we're getting ready to land on the planet, and whatnot. Kurad, you have heard that there is another doctor that is going to be sharing an office, or have an office next to you, but you have
big old
not.
fat dick.
But you have not. But you have not met them yet.
Boo.
You have not. They like. It's one of those deals that like the rest of your staff is like, oh yeah, da da da, but they don't. But you haven't met this person yet. You've been busy doing shit. Oh, Death Arms, Dr. Oglehop did come see you a couple of times to check on you.
Many times.
Mostly to tell you to keep resting and offer you painkillers and mood enhancers and stuff. All herbal remedies, but whatever you're like, but whatever you say or do, like, as he pretty much is like friendly and just is like, hey man, hey buddy, and he kind of like checks on you, but he's doing the he's but you've kind of been like this. Those are the three visitors you've actually had. As far as it goes, you kind of like, maybe we kind of like see the ground coming up. You guys are like, we see your shuttle starting to sit down in the general area, where Percival said to start looking.
Hey, our ship has sensors. Oh wait, no, it's the green planet. They don't work right. Forget it.
So you guys are on the ground.
Ha! I told you I'd get us down here without us all dying.
Yeah, but we know which direction we need to go now. Wait, we have to walk, don't we? Ugh. This will be fun.
Like, I'm pretty sure we should go this way. So, that's a survival check?
Yeah. And there'll be a survival check to see if you guys can figure out where you're going.
Hey, Kurad, my normal awesomeness for survival is lasted.
Oh wow.
I agree. I think we should go the way he said. She said.
It's okay, kid.
Yeah, let's follow what she said. I think she's right.
Ha! Kurad.
Oh my God.
All right, we need
well.
you, Obi-Wan. I mean, Murder Fist. I mean, Death Arms.
Get a survival check in here. Oh my God,
Ah!
you guys are so fucking lost.
Yeah, we headed north from the ship. Yeah.
So eventually, you walk north from the ship, and eventually you find yourself looking at a nigh impenetrable wall of foliage and dense jungle, and you're pretty sure that you're not going to be able to get through without a whole lot of hacking at things, hacking at the foliage around here.
I think we made a wrong turn somewhere. Just
Yeah.
saying.
You waste an entire day following following north until you find like this path, this spot that's pretty much impenetrable. Would you
So,
like to give me a check for day 2,
okay.
or at least checks to see if you can find your way back to the ship?
Well, finding our way back to the ship should be fairly easy. Kib, or not Kib. Ha.
Luckily, yeah.
I was going to say, Ha should be able to get us back to the ship. But let's try survival for today. I would like to find something the right way today. Well, that's better than I've ever rolled for survival. I'll accept it.
Well, you're all pretty well capable of figuring out how to get back to the ship, but you have wasted the day following this path down to where it's to where it's to where you can't it becomes impassable.
All right, attempt number 2. We're back to the ship.
Well, no, now it's.
We don't go north.
I was going to say, when we get back to the ship, we take the time to readjust, because, yeah. And then another survival check to see if we can find which way. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You guys take your rest on your ship. I assume you lock your ship so nothing can get in and fuck with you.
I look outside when we're getting ready to go, and I whisper to Kurad and point in one direction and see what they think.
Well, Kurad, definitely that's not the way. Kib,
Good job, kid.
you actually kind of get the impression, like you're fairly certain you're like, so Philip and Death Arms, you both are pointing in completely different directions. But
the only one that
Kurad,
saw me point is Kurad. But anyway.
Well, Kurad, you know that neither of them are right. Kib, you kind of figure out, like, you're looking around and you're pretty sure you have looking at the surrounding area and thinking about like your general position, considering where Himwell is compared to where you're at, you kind of start getting a general idea of where you probably actually need to search, because Himwell is actually to the south of you. And if this thing has been hitting, people from Himwell enough that, has, waylaid some people from Himwell, which is what Captain Worthy kind of like had indicated, then this thing would have to be in a southern direction.
Okay, so I'm like 99.9% sure we need to go that way, opposite of where we went yesterday.
Day before yesterday.
Or day before you. You're right. I'm sorry, ma'am, but I'm fairly certain that that Himwell town or whatever. Yeah, that's the right name. Yeah, I think that town's that way. I'm fairly certain.
Kurad, did we remember to actually send a wave that said we were going hunting but would be there later?
Don't think so.
Well, we are at the ship. Maybe we should do that now.
That'd be an idea.
Well, he's still your friend more than mine, so. What's his name?
Grannon.
Gerald. Oh, Grannon. See, I knew it started with a G. But yeah. And that way, Grannon will be expecting us. I do like his little guest cabin that he's got. That was a nice stay that we had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just sent a message to Granny that we're on planet and we're looking for this thing.
All right. Cool. So you guys going to start trekking south?
If Kurad thinks it's a good idea, I will follow Kurad's. I'm still not sure about Kip. Normally, he knows about as much as I do about survival. Or tracking, I mean.
Well, we tried that way. Didn't work, so why not try this way?
All right, so we head that way.
Let me see something here. And then let me go something here. And we'll go. All right. Oh, come on. All right. That'll work. So, you're traveling south. And as you're traveling south,
we are paying attention. Would you like a perception check from us?
Yes. And I would also like to have you guys put yourselves out here on this map in the circle, the square at the top.
Oh, that's pretty decent, actually. Fine.
I need to look at.
Oh, Microsoft Edge is not responding. Oh.
Now there's two of you.
Yep, I'm going to get rid of one of them. I just have to remember how to do it.
Yeah. Select it, and then press the delete.
Yeah, so that's it. All right, and then it's got. Let's do. All right. In that case, let's go here. Let's.
Won't let me just delete it. Just so you're going to have to get rid of one of them.
Okay.
I don't care which one.
Damn it, I need to.
There he is. Okay.
Let's see. And let me see. There's something here. So, let me do this. All right, let's do. Well, you're all as you're walking around, you are all surprised to see a very not stealthy Harpy Jasmine kind of up here. It apparently sees all of you as well. So I need initiatives for everybody. Nice.
Screw you, kid. Ah,
I'm starting off strong.
I see that Kurad and I have switched places initiative-wise.
I think so.
All right. Do we have everybody? Yep, there we go.
Yes.
So let's put this in descending order. It goes last. All right. This may actually end up being easier because you guys got pretty high initiative scores. It starts with Kib. You see the creature down here exactly as described by Captain Percival Worthy. It sees you like as it's kind of like, looking through the shrubs and whatnot. Or at least it seems to react to you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna move down here and then shoot this spell at it.
All right. What spell are you using?
Well, apparently not.
All right. And what kind of energy are you using?
Yeah, I feel like fire.
All right. Yeah, so your gout of fire goes wide of it. Let's see, your ray of fire. And Philip.
Hello. Well, let's see, what will Philip do? How far away is it? Do I even see it on the map? Oh wait,
Yep.
that's why. I just haven't zoomed out far enough.
Yeah, it's
It's
there.
way over there. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Oh. Then that was Ha's move, and then I'm going to give him one of my actions to Okay, we're not actually trying to hit it, we're just trying to hit the square. As Ha throws a sticky bomb. Boosh!
Is it, you within, that should be within 20 feet, right?
Oh, is it 20 feet? My bad. If that is the case, ignore the sticky bomb. Or Ha misses, whichever you wish. Okay, so if Ha is not throwing a sticky bomb, he will pull out his tiny gun and fire at it.
All right. And what kind of gun? Oh, well, misses anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, your beam of cold, Hawes beam of cold goes wide.
It happens.
All right.
Death arms.
Wait, I still have a move action. I'm gonna move closer, and then I'll be done.
Sure.
Oh. Okay. Now I'm done. Sorry about that.
All right. So, Death arms, you've got. You can in one round move up to your movement speed and take one attack action, if you so choose. Or you can move double your movement speed and take no attack actions.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, well, write Tool out first. Move out in front of Kip, protecting him from any oncoming attacks.
Nice.
And then I'm going to shoot this guy with my sonic pistol.
Okay. Give me your attack roll then with it.
He's off of the mess. Good, finally. It's been a struggle.
And that actually hit. That's 8. Okay. I need to go back to here. All right. Yeah, so you run up and pull out your sonic pistol and fire at it, and we see like the waves of sound, the compressed waves of sound fire out at it and strike it. It looks visibly annoyed. Kurad. Well, in so much as a plant looks annoyed, it looks agitated.
There. Okay. I'm moving there. Thank you for the meat shield. Where did it go? There we go. Sabo.
All right. You cast your spell, and it doesn't seem to have any effect.
Well, I just figured that one out. Okay.
Yep, and it is going to utilize an ability. It's going to. How many times? Oh, it can do that. Let me look that up real fast. I forgot to do that earlier. Try to remember what kind of saving throw that is. That's not there. We are close. Will. Okay. Death Arms, give me a will save. Ooh.
Ooh.
You are unable to move. You find yourself held in place. You feel like a weird sort of magical compulsion come over you, and you find yourself frozen in place.
Well, I don't need to move anyways. I am standing in front of the one person I said that I was going to protect anyways. Kib, don't you dare move.
You're aware and you can breathe normally, but you can't take any physical actions or even speaking. You can't cast spells. Each round on your turn, you can spend a full action to attempt a new saving throw. So, You can attempt to try to beat the saving throw DC next round again. But it's back up to Kib. And Kib, all of you suddenly see Death Arms just stop moving. He's still breathing, but he's just frozen in place.
I want to cast that spell again, but I'm not at the computer yet.
All right. Are you there? Did I lose everybody?
No. Can you cast a spell for me?
Let me see. It's going to take a minute to load your character sheet up. Where is it? There it is. There you go. It hits, but it doesn't seem to have any effect. Are you going to stay where you're at, or you need to move at all?
At this point, I'm just going to stay where I am, and then I'll reevaluate what to do in it next round.
Philip?
Hey, I'm Philip. Okay, so try that again, little buddy. Nope, that's a miss. That was his action, which means I can still have actions. Okay, so what will Philip do? Philip, do you have guns? Yes, you do. Can't shoot them while you're on Kib, or not on Kib. On Ha. Let's see. I have, that's 2, 4, there. Boom!
Nice. And what kind of it's piercing damage? Okay.
It's piercing damage.
Alrighty.
So that's it.
Alright. Death Arms, you can attempt to make a will save again. You are still stuck fast. Karad.
Well, since that didn't work, let's see. Well,
Too bad we don't have some vinegar we could throw at it.
No kidding, eh? Okay, I'm gonna get a little more distance between them. Modifier. Does a 14 hit?
It does not.
Well, I'm keeping my distance from this thing.
Alrighty. So
as am I. I'm using the meat shield as well.
it's going to move up 1, and it's going to, let's see, what can it do here? Oh. Let's see.
Remember that Ha is using the tree for partial cover.
All right. Where is it? Let's see. Oh, where is that? There it is. Give me Philip. Give me a will save. You are muted, by the way. But yes, very good. You feel like a magical compulsion start to tug at you, but you manage to resist it.
I'm like, I won't do what you tell me.
Kib, you're up.
Let's try this. I want to do a holographic projection or something like that. Holographic image.
Holographic image. Okay.
What page is that?
I don't know.
And what level are you? What level is it? Are you casting it as? It's a second level spell for you.
Yeah,
So that means cast holographic as second level spell. It produces a hologram as per the first level version, except the hologram can include minor sounds but not understandable words. The image lasts for as long as you concentrate, plus 2 additional rounds.
I'm gonna put it over here. I'm gonna make it look like a lawnmower. It does a little vroom thing. I don't know. It sounded funny in my head.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going, I wonder if a Jasmine Harpy knows what a lawnmower is.
It's about to find out.
What's the save DC on that?
10 plus 2 plus 4. 16?
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
It depends on what he has for feats. So, Scott, on your character sheet, you should have that down there where it should tell you what your spell save is. Your second level spell.
It is 16.
Yeah, I was pretty sure I was right.
Yeah, 16.
There you go.
Yeah, 16. Yeah.
Well,
Aw. That's too bad.
I'm not sure if that would have even. Oh no, that wouldn't even. That would. Yeah. Oh, and that makes a certain amount of sense for something else too. Anyway, yeah, Philip. Unless Kib is moving.
Wait, how far am I away?
Oh, it's me.
25. Yeah, I'm still good. I'm gonna stay where I am.
All right. Ha. I yell at Ha. Ha! Play the Kitten Fits, Volume 11. And then shoot this thing.
Yeah, so you know, the girl punk band named Kitten Fit starts blaring over Haw's little speaker.
All right, so Haw misses, and I will try to hit it with my cannon again.
All right.
This Haw's in a pretty good place still. Hang on, I gotta make it to my cannon. Boom! Come on, nat 20. That is not a nat 20 or a hit. All right. I continue to stay here because the meat shield is. Well, actually, I take that back. I will move. No. Nope, I'm good where I'm at. Okay.
Right. Death Arms, let me get a will save to see if you can start moving again.
In the name of Besmira, do better.
Oh, you actually managed to break the compulsion finally. With like as much will as you can possibly muster, you managed to break free of it, and you're able to move again. But that's a full round action, so you are. It goes to Dr. Kurad. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm going to try to shoot it again. But the only thing I have that'll work.
Nope. You're gonna move action?
Or a little bit of cover.
All right. It will.
Hey, Death Arms, aren't you close enough or far enough away to use your sniper abilities on this bad boy?
No, that's far too far away. Sniper rifle is going to be. This is way too close for that. But it makes an
that was why I
advance.
asked.
It advances and it's got. Let's see. What's it going to do? Still can't get quite to you with a melee attack just yet. So.
Aha.
So, what is. I'm gonna check on something here. This thing's all about like special abilities and stuff. Where is it?
We need to throw a ranch grenade at this thing. Make it really scared.
No, I think this one there. It's a. I think the better thing that this thing is going to do is it's going to. It's going to attempt to. It's going to use its. It's going to use an ability again. Give me a. Give me a will save Kib. Kib, you find yourself immobilized. And that's its turn. And Kib, you can, since it's your turn, you can immediately try to make another will save. It's a full round.
Even worse.
Nope. Nope. You are still stuck. Philip.
I'm here. All right, so
You see Kib now seize up and be unable to move.
We'll switch from the kitten fits to something else just as hard. But it's been a while. What was that other band we liked?
Were you talking about? Are you? Oh, Keepers of the Secret?
Keepers of the Secret's not right for this battle. We want something just as heavy as the Kitten Fits, and I swear there was one other band that was a Nurks band, but wasn't Nurks' band. It doesn't matter. We'll just switch it to the newest album of the Kitten Fits.
All right, I was gonna say there's if you're wanting dwarven death metal, that's
Hey, that's what we were actually talking about. But either way, Ha misses, so that makes it my turn to miss. Let me switch back over.
Right.
Honestly, sir, I'm thinking about making you assign me a secondary character sheet just for Ha. And I only say that because it'll be easier to not have to switch back and forth. Oh, Besmir, guide this blast. Hey, look at that.
Nice. All right.
All right, and that's my action. Actually, let's go here. Actually, wait, I take that back. Kibbs and Mobile. Let's go here. All right, final action. Did I lose everyone? Oh, okay.
And Death Arms. It's on to you now, and this is the first round. Since the first round, you've not been paralyzed.
Death Arms.
Okay. Yeah.
Remember that you have 1 entropy point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so I was just reading up on my entropy points, and I'm going to use Resolve Point as a move action to gain 1 EP.
Okay. So now you have 2 entropy points. So you've used your move action. You still have a standard action, which you can turn in for a move action, or you can use to fire a weapon, your pistol or whatever, or some other attack.
Yeah, I will go ahead and just shoot my pistol.
All right. That's enough to hit. What kind of pistol are you using? It's a sonic pistol? Okay,
Yeah.
so awesome.
Twice. What?
Alrighty. Yeah, it hits. It's you see the compressed beam hit it. Let's see. And that makes it Dr. Kurad's turn.
Let's try shooting again. Come on, hit this time.
Nope.
Kurad, I know this is battle talk, but did we ever actually try to do life science checks based off of this info sphere to see if we could learn anything about this guy?
Probably not.
Let me see.
All right. I think that's what I'm going to use one of my actions for then, is to try and see if I know anything about this.
It has actually moved within range, and Death Arms, it's going to attempt to smack you with one of its vines.
You don't want that to happen.
Let's see. All right.
By the way, Death Arms, did you draw your token or did you find that somewhere?
It's the character for Arms from Ben 10.
Ah, see, I didn't know. Sorry, guys, I've never watched Ben 10.
What is your KAC, Death Arms?
KAC is 19. That hits.
Okay, so it does damage, but it does not manage to grab you. But it will do.
$1,000,000 points.
It does 12 points of damage to you. As it smacks you across, the vine smacks you across the chest. Your armor keeps it from being a lethal blow, but it transfers enough force through to do damage to your stamina, obviously. And that's its turn. Let's see.
Kib, you got this one. Besmir's got your back.
Will save?
Nope.
You are still frozen.
I don't know what you did to piss Besmir off, but...
Philip?
All right. Dang it, huh? I will yell at Ha and I'll be like, Ha, I'm gonna disassemble you if you don't hit this thing this time. So I say that to Ha, and he kind of half turns towards me and gives me the only look that he can give. And as he's turning back around to face the Jasmine Harpy, he runs into the tree and drops 20 feet. So now he's only 10 feet above the ground.
Wonk.
Right? He shot the tree.
Nice.
All right, but that's Ha's action. And then I will be like, Ha, I'm sorry. Try that again. And I'll give him my standard action. And he did a little bit better, but... All right, and then I'm going to stay where I'm at. Oh, damn it. That's what I want to do for my other action.
What?
I want to do a life science check.
Okay.
Try and guide this path.
You do not know much of anything.
I don't know shit. Okay.
Death Arms. It's the main body is about 10 feet away, but it's smacking you with vines from 10 feet away.
Kill it.
You could attempt to close on it for an entropic strike. You could attempt to close on it for an entropic strike, but you'll take an attack of opportunity if you do so. Or you can continue to try to shoot at it from this range. Or some other combination of moving and fighting.
Okay.
What do I do?
You know what? Yeah, I'll risk it. I'm going to move right in front of him and use my entropic strike.
All right, let's get his attack of opportunity here real quick, and so we know it's. Oh, he misses you this time. Nice.
Yes.
So go ahead and take your attack.
Done.
It's right above yours.
There it is. 16, and entropic strike counts as. Entropic strike counts against KAC or EAC.
I could have sworn it was EAC. Or maybe that's fire level.
EAC.
Let me look at this here real quick.
It targets the EAC.
Does it?
Yeah.
Then that hits. So you will you'll do that 10 points of damage. Would you like to spend one or both of those entropy points to increase that damage?
Yes.
All right. So you get to roll 1d4 for each one you expend. So if you only expend one, you're only rolling the 1d4. If you expend both, you'll roll 2d4.
Let's do both of them. Why not?
Right.
More damage spell.
17. Awesome. So your energy surrounds your fist as you ball up and strike at it. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, this time you feel like you did a significant amount, like you call upon the forces of entropy, even as and your hand ignites with the fires of entropy, and as you're swinging it, you're still calling upon your internal forces, and you smack it right in you smack it and deliver a whole bunch of force to it. It's still standing, but you felt like you did a lot more to it than you were doing with your pistol. Let's see. And it is Kurad's turn. Dr. Kurad. Doctor, give me the news.
That's why no one could hear me.
You're muted.
I was muted. Brian, are you there? Brian, if you're there, we can't hear you. How about that?
Oh, interesting. Can you hear me now?
Now you're there.
Yeah, Discord's been acting up, so.
Yeah, it's been glitchy on my side too.
Yeah.
It's been weird. All right. Yeah, it's your turn. You just watch Death Arms use his super his entropy strike on it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, great mystic. Maybe you should try.
I don't have an I don't have that type of strike.
Well, no, not that type of strike. I was actually just talking about like a life science check.
Well,
I'm trying to shoot it.
I know.
And I'm still not doing it.
No.
Are you moving?
It's getting closer. I'm moving.
Okay.
There. Okay.
All right. It's going to make its attack against. It's going to make an attack against Death Arms because Death Arms is right close to it, and just hit it for a whole bunch. Does 17 hit your kinetic armor class?
No, it does not.
All right, it misses. Kib, you want to give us a will save? See if you can break free again, or try to break free. Still, you are still stuck.
Right.
My brain started to just come out, and I was like, no, I'm going to stay here.
Philip, what in the crap is this doing now? What are you?
What am I doing?
No, my computer. Well, it was doing weird stuff. I don't know why.
Okay. I yell at Kurad. I'm like, Kurad, tell Holly he's doing good.
It's a machine.
Do it anyway.
Fine. You're doing good.
Yeah.
There you go. That's actually
it actually worked.
And that kills it.
All right, now. Best part is Ha goes doing good. All right.
So you are able to harvest enough raw materials with your current level of ability to create and make drugs. You can harvest out enough to make either 32 doses of white petal or 1 dose of moonflower and 6 doses of white petal.
32 doses of white flower.
Well, white petal.
Sorry.
That's the name of the drug.
PETA. Or 1 dose of what?
Of moonflower and 6 doses of white petal. So it's either the 32 doses of white petal or 6 doses of white petal and 1 dose of moonflower. The difference is the white petal is like a level 2 drug and the moonflower is a level 4.
What does moonflower do?
So white petal, first of all, we'll start with white petal.
Oh.
So what white petal does is it's a drug that has to be delivered with like a syringe or something or a blade. It is a -2 to initiative checks and regain 1d4 hit points when recovering hit points naturally for 10 hours. During the time, gain detect magic as a spell-like ability usable 3 times per day. And then Moonflower is delivered the same way, and it is a little bit more powerful. It is a +1 morale bonus to intimidate checks and light blindness for 3 hours. And during this time, gain detect thoughts and mind thrust as a first level spell, as spell-like abilities each usable once. So this is drugs that these are drugs that give you you can make drugs that give you temporary magical powers at a cost. And like all drugs, there is a chance for addiction.
Right. What do you think, Herod?
The moonflower. Oh, okay.
What happened?
Oh no, I may be. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. What do you think, Brian? Should we go high grade or a bunch of low grade?
Let's start with a bunch of low grade.
How does that sound to Kib? That's you, Scott.
He's just standing there for a few minutes.
No. Okay. Should we make a bunch of cheap drugs or a really good drug, well, a really decent drug and a little bit of cheap drugs? Brian thinks we should go for a lot. Sorry. Kurad, I don't know who Brian is.
Technically more where we're at, I'd say we go with the a lot of little bit because all drugs are kind of addictive, but they're kind of yummy here and there. But the more you have, you start low until you get a tolerance of that, and then you move. Yeah, start with the little ones. We'll go with that.
All right, so
Anyway,
Joseph, we're gonna make 32 doses of white petal once we get back to the synthesis bay.
Yeah. And so.
But we're gonna store it for now, and then Kurad, should we visit your friend?
Why not?
Grannon? Yes, Grannon.
Yeah.
But out of character, Brian, did you ever mention to us that they were having problems with the Red Booters after we left?
I mean, I don't remember you mentioning it.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Okay.
Then
We'll
probably
say,
not.
And that's fine. So I just assume we're going for a regular visit then. Keep diplomatic relations open, blah, blah, blah.
yeah,
Tell them that we did them a favor and killed that Jasmine Harpy.
yeah.
All right, so that's what we do. We get back to the ship. After the first day when we got lost, by the way, and from now on, and I'll remember to tell you this, Ha will start carving little notches in trees so we can find our way back. Or, engraving stone. We'll leave a trail for us to follow back.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So,
To Himwell.
I think when you get to Himwell, Grannon is probably working on his farm. I think that he's probably. I think, like, do you go directly to his farm, or do you go, or do you first look around the city?
We go to his farm first.
All right. Yeah. You would find him probably working in his field.
We do the little house on the prairie thing. We come to the top of the hill and we hoot and holler until he notices us and we wave real big and then we run down. No, we don't run down the hill. But the first part, that sounds fun.
Right. Yeah, he kind of looks over and he's like, you guys, when you guys come down, he kind of motions you over. He's kind of like, it's a warm day out and he's dressed for warm days, kind of sweating, which is a very interesting thing. It almost looks like water running over stone to some extent because he is an Oread, but he's he seems to be like inspecting it, like some of his plants, and it's like fine. And he's like, and when you guys walk up, he's like, wasn't expecting to see you all here. What's the occasion? Did you get my message, Doc?
Wait.
Yes, I did.
So came all this way just off that message. I didn't mean for it to sound so dire. I mean, I don't think they'll attack him well necessarily, but they're still plenty. We're getting words that they still have a few outposts around here, and what have you. Nobody really wants to talk much about it. It's like a black eye or a dirty little secret. I'm convinced that they probably have somebody on the council they're paying off, but I can't prove anything. And who knows? It could be just me being paranoid.
How many members are on the council?
It varies. Right now, there's 9 on the council. I always try to keep it an odd number so that a vote can actually pass or fail rather than get locked tight.
That's a good idea. That's why there's 3 of us.
It kind of looks around. It's like,
I realize there's more than 3, but the 3 that count are right here.
He's like, did you speak to your associates about the contents of my message?
What is he talking about?
No, I haven't had a chance to talk to them yet.
He's been busy. There were a bunch of almost dead people.
He's like, all right. He goes, well, and he turns around. He's like, you might want to step about 5 feet that way. I'm going to turn the irrigation system on. We'll go inside into the house and have some juice and have some apple juice. And he waits for you to get out of the way before he turns the irrigation on. And he's leads the way back to the house. He's like the red booters are kind of the I feel like a little bit of the council sees them as the least of our problems at the moment. I tend to disagree. They're more concerned about people finding out about Himwell and where we're at and causing trouble, the pirates that it could bring, than they are about the drug dealers that are already on our doorstep. And it's like maybe like when you get back to the house, like he shows you to the back patio, disappears into the house for a little bit, and comes back with a pitcher, of juice and a few and several glasses and whatnot. And he's like, sits down. And he's like, "Well, I told Doc here about when there's been a development. The guys that we captured out there, we didn't get much out of them. Although one of them got a little cocky and started mouthing off that." The Red Booters' main base was someplace nobody would even dare to look. And I didn't think much of it at the time. I thought maybe it was just some cocky punk trying to make the law quake in their boots, rather than press charges. But then that Yisekai that got away at the festival, and the other guy that got away at their little base of operations, came back and broke the rest of them out of jail. But the one who was talking about and bragging, they left him behind. He's dead. Killed him. It was nothing pretty either. They strangled him to death. Then they shot him just for good measure. So I don't know if that helps you any with what you guys with any investigations you've got, but apparently it's important to note that wherever their main base is, there's something about it that makes people not want to investigate.
Well, I sound interested. Let's investigate. No place is too dangerous.
Right, but what place would be somewhere in system that no one would dare to go in the first place because of some history the place has or some natural effect that makes most people go, you know what, I'm just not going to go there. And you guys, being Himwell, aren't really space travelers. You're more like home buddies.
Homesteaders.
Yeah.
And he goes, it's a quaint term for it, but I suppose from the outside looking in, that's about as apt as anything.
Well, we did just wave at you from the top of a hill while you were driving a tractor through a field, so yeah.
He kind of shrugs. He's like, you could have just called me on my comms unit.
Well, apparently you didn't get the message that Kurad sent you when we first got here, so.
Yeah, but you didn't specify exactly when you were there. He goes, it's a moot point anyway.
We got lost.
He chuckles at that. He goes, that's easy enough to do around here.
There's a giant wall of trees up north. But that was kind of entertaining to see for a day.
Yeah, it was. There's a lot of natural features around here that become fairly impassable in places. There's been talk of trying to expand Himwell a little bit, but find some other fertile, lands to crops and stuff, especially without going trade. But we're still prospecting areas to find, to see what we can find that might actually be workable. He goes,
sound like you need some surveying sensors.
Well, he goes, so far, he goes, well, this planet tends to have a resistance to a lot of sensor effects, but we've found that we've got a few fairly well-trained scouts. It's just a matter of time.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll see what we can find out. Oh, Kurad, did you tell him the other thing? You know what we killed yesterday?
Oh no. Well, I never sent that in the message because I did that before we did it.
Yep.
What's the thing called again?
A
Jasmine harpy.
Oh yes, we found one of those jasmine harpies. Took care of it.
It's like, yeah, I think that thing caught a couple of guys that were out too far, that were a little out too far. They were, I can only imagine they were either just up to no good or, trying to stretch their legs. Never did quite figure out, but yeah, the reports said that the thing had a couple of a patrol had engaged the damn thing, barely made it out. They said it
that's
was
because
still
they
wandering
freeze you
around
in
out there.
place.
Yeah, that was the experience they had too. Damn thing moved slow enough they were able to actually get moving. They were actually able to get out. But glad you took care of it. They were talking about sending an expeditionary force out. I was going to volunteer myself. Said, but that'll save a few days extra hard work on our part.
We could help.
Yeah, he's
Well,
like,
Kurad can help. At this point, I'm willing to admit I couldn't find a needle in a needle stack. So.
he's like, what? He kind of chuckles at that. He goes, he's like, he kind of chuckles. He's like, well, I don't have anything more particular importance. I mean, there's local gossip and whatnot, but it's not going to mean a whole lot to you. He says, but why don't you guys tell me about, I'm sure there's things a lot more exciting going on up there where you're at. Because
Well, actually,
Andy got
first.
he's like, Andy got a new friend with you too.
Oh, first, let's introduce this guy. This is Kib's bodyguard. Murder fists. I mean, death arms.
No, I like murder.
Hmm. He goes, well, good to meet you. My name is Grannon. I'm a former colonial wayfinder and current farmer. And occasionally, when the need arises, I do a little scouting work for Himwell, as well as they've kind of made me the de facto representative to deal with freewheel station with your freewheel station. And he's like, well, like for what it's worth, basically all he's really got at this point is small talk and hospitality. He'll share like some juice and maybe some fresh fruit and stuff, and listen to whatever stories you have to tell him about what's going on Freewell Station.
I mean, as far as it goes, we're definitely moving forward. We're no longer the same tin cannon space that we used to be. We're cleaner. We're going to provide entertainment for those that are there. And at this point, I'd almost say we're slumlords, but we have a rule that says their rooms have to be clean and we check once a month. So that helps there. Try to run it like a spaceship. Everyone has cleaning duty.
And he's like, so you're starting to get in a little traffic then?
Honestly, quite a bit of traffic, minus the colonial ship that... Oh, wait, we didn't tell you about that. So, Karat, you had that 24-hour belt because of the colonials?
Yes, that was a lot of surgery.
Yeah. And then we have a bunch of refugees, and we've also made it to where if a android makes it to the station, they're free. So that's kind of been interesting. So far, it hasn't been too much of a pain in the butt, but I'm sure it will be later.
It was like sounds like you get a lot of a lot more happening up there than down here. He says,
Yeah, and we did best to cover our tracks. I mean, we've been here for what, 4 days? 5 days.
Yeah, 5.
Okay. Let me mark that down before I forget. But yeah, we've already been here for a week, and we were just running around trudging in the jungle. So if anyone had followed us, they would have gave up for boredom. So
he's like, well, he goes, as long as we're keeping call it the Himwell's location safe and secure. He goes, that's the top priority among the council at this point.
right.
Making sure that we stay hidden. And too many people here don't want to be found.
And that's understandable, but honestly, if we did it correctly with the right computers, we could set it up to where they've all been here established long enough with secret identities that you could just be other people. Even if the core does come out here, the chance that they're going to DNA test all of us to see who we are is pretty slim. But I also understand your need for secrecy, and we respect that.
It's like, but yeah, I think for the most part, that's kind of the most meaty conversation he's got. Other than that, it's small talk and hospitality and what have you.
So
Like he doesn't have any
tomorrow,
solid leads on anything.
would it be okay if we went to town and tried to question the locals? Do you have a list of like drug offenders we could get a hold of? Like 10 people that are normally fucked up on
He
drugs.
goes. He's like, everybody's pretty much gone to ground at this point. After the raid on their facility, most of the people that are around here that were associated have been keeping themselves low profile.
Well, yeah, but like previously.
Oh no, that's what I mean. A lot, like I say, not everybody that comes to town is from town. There's a lot of folk that live out in the wilds, come to town for basic supplies, sell off good, sell off
whatever they're growing, hunting, or making. I got you.
Etc. Yeah, there's a lot of survivalists.
All right, so it's been a while since we've been here. How close are we to the next festival?
I say it was like I'd have to remember. I think I said it was like several, like 2 months or something from the last time you guys were here.
All right, well, it's been like almost 2 months because we're now on Sareth the 25th because of the 5 days we spent hunting. And I think we were still in Desness or Gorzon. I don't think we were in Gorzon. I think we were like in the beginning of Desness the last time we were here. So maybe it's only been a month. Yeah, I'm going to go with it's been about well, no, it's been more than a month. It's been like 5 weeks since we were here last.
Yeah, so it'd probably still be a few weeks off.
Right, and I don't want to stay here that long, so we can't just wait for the festival and hope for the best. So yeah, I think tomorrow. Is there something that we could do for you in exchange for the use of your guest house tonight? both Kurad and myself completely enjoyed the atmosphere and slept incredibly well. So, Kib, did you sleep well? We never asked you. I'm sorry about that.
I mean, it was sleep as normal. With I can get my brain to slow down and not think about what materials I need to fix this, that, and the other. But yeah, it was fairly normal sleep for me.
Okay. Okay. But either way,
And he's like, no, but you can stay out there anyway. If you feel like helping out in the field,
how,
tomorrow.
how is the tractor running? Is there anything else that's having problems that we can tinker with? I mean, between Kib and I, we should be able to fix it.
Yeah, he's like, he said most everything seems to be functioning properly. He said there's some. I've been trying to chase down a couple of kinks in the irrigation system in the east field. If you want to take a look at that in the morning.
We can do that for you. That sounds
It's
like a
not,
good exchange.
it's not exactly something I couldn't do myself, but if you're wanting to be helpful.
All right. And what about health-wise? Are you doing okay there?
Oh no, I'm feeling just fine. He is a little sore, but that's hard days worth of work sometimes.
Okay. Okay. I mean, like I said, we're all here to help, so if the doc can do anything, I'm sure the doc would be willing to. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Well, in that case, Grannon, you ever had Pebblebrook whiskey?
Well, it was a long time ago. One of
All right.
the uh, one of the commanders of the Wayfarer units shared some with us on the eve of our graduation from training.
Well, I happen to still have mostly a full flask. Would you like some? It's gone great in this apple juice that you've been giving us.
Oh, certainly.
So,
Yeah,
I give him a double glug. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Up,
yep.
I guess it was a triple. And then I go, and I know, Kurad, you don't want any. Kib, you want the last of this or Death Arms? Very well. Glug, glug, glug. This will be the last one for the night for me, as I start to wobble, just taking sips off of it.
Yeah, yeah. He'll probably.
What? I'm sorry?
As I say, he'll
You're
sit
wibbly
up and
wobbly.
drink with you. Wibbly
Mm.
wobbly. Yeah,
Yeah, wibbly wobbly. Yeah. All
he'll
right, and then I sleep comfortably in a, leather strapped bed full of down. And in the morning, I wake up and I sneak into Kib's room and turn off his alarm. And then I go, "Hey, Kurad, time to wake up."
Really?
Yeah.
This is time to wake up.
All right. 5 more minutes.
Thank you.
And I do the same thing. I get out and I go knock on the door. Is it the brother this time or is the wife there?
I think it's probably no, it's probably one of the kids actually. The brother
Even
and
better.
Grandin and the brother are already out working in the field.
Is it the boy or the girl?
It's probably the boy.
Oh. Hello, little boy, whose name I haven't learned. I'm sure your father's already awake.
Candy.
Is your father awake yet?
He's like, you're weird. He's outside he's outside in the fields.
Already? Interesting. Very well. Sleep. No, I don't have that power. Uh, Is mom inside? Or perhaps your uncle?
Well, Uncle's out in the field too.
Okay, what about mom?
Mom! And she comes up. She's like, oh, you're awake.
Hi.
They're already out in the field.
Yes. Last time we were here, there was coffee. Is there any way I could get a cup? Or actually two?
And she's like, sure. It's, and like she waves her hand in the direction of the coffee maker. And It's over there, the cabinet above the coffee maker.
Thank you. So, I pour 2 cups of coffee. I mix mine the way I like it. And then I'm like, have you met Kib yet? He's the isekai.
No, they met Kib the last time you were here.
Well, last time they were shopping when we got up.
Yeah, but
that was why.
They were here at least part of the time you guys were like
Okay.
there.
All right. So I like to play jokes on Kib. So here in a few minutes, he's going to come running up to the door. When he gets here, just tell him to get coffee and then come back to the house.
Yeah. Okay. She's willing to do that.
Thank you, dear. It'll be great. And so I walk back up the stairs into Kurod's room, and I'm like, it's been 15 minutes. I brought you coffee.
Thank you.
Okay. And then I call Kib. Ring, 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 ring.
And by the way, Death Arms, how early do you
get
up?
Fuck, Death Arms. I'm so sorry.
Do you get
I
up
don't know when
early
your
or
alarm
do you
gets up.
sleep in?
Oh, he's still asleep.
Okay, I would, cause like I mean, normally I normally wake myself up about whatever this world's 6:30 is.
Say,
so
we normally
you're an
run on
early
standard
riser.
time.
Yeah,
So
you're
early riser. So you were
Yeah.
probably up when I did my whole bit. So you could have followed me to get coffee if that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, I'm not really much of a coffee drinker.
Okay, so I don't know. That leaves a lot up to you. But yeah, Kib's still asleep, and because I turned off his alarm, and then Kurot is still asleep. I almost said Philip is asleep, and I'm like, oh, this has all been me dreaming.
Yeah. So what do you do when you get up early? Are you like out like checking the perimeter? Are you maintaining your weapons, or are you meditating on the forces of entropy in the universe? Are you?
Yeah, you could have actually made it outside and been out in the field where they were working and be having a conversation with them right now as well. Just remember, they're our friends. Well,
okay. All right. So normally, what I would do is I would take a few laps around the farm.
Okay. Yeah.
and cardio, nice.
Yeah. So you're out getting your morning jog in. Yeah, cool. Yeah. So yeah. Maybe Grannon's wife probably says this. The other one with the Kasathan is out jogging.
Right, we'll save that for Kib because whatever, she just forgot for me. All right, so like I said, after I get back up and hand Kerr out his coffee, I'm all like, ring ring, Kib, answer your phone.
Yeah, I'm up. Yeah, I'm. Crap. I'll be there in a second. What is with this alarm thing? It never works. I have really got to tinker with that thing. I'll be right there. I'm coming. I won't be late. I swear. And gets up and throws stuff together and runs out the door and goes to where he's supposed to.
All right, so while all of that's going on, we're hearing that in the room that I am with Kurod, and I am holding my hand over my face because I'm trying not to laugh out loud. I don't know what Kurod feels about it, but
you actually see him crack a smile.
Good. All right, so I left the wife with what to do when he started pounding on the door. So
yeah, she basically just did like coffee, house.
Great. Sorry, I'm running behind him. I really got to work on that alarm clock. I swear I set it and turned it on, but for some reason it's not keeping up. Anyway,
she walks out of the room chuckling.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys have your coffee.
Oh, and she tells him about Death Arms. So
yeah, she was like, probably was like, your bodyguard's out taking, or the Kasathan is out taking a jog. She wouldn't necessarily. I don't know that she necessarily knows he's your bodyguard. I don't know if Grandin necessarily mentioned that specifically or not. He might have.
Welcome back, kid. How's the coffee?
Good. Just I'm almost done with it, and then we can get on that irrigation thing and make it work in pristine order, and then do the next thing. What was the next?
The next thing was to go to town and talk to people.
And talk to people.
Yeah, smooth a little bit. I remember liking whatever logger it was that we had last time we were here, so we can start with that guy. But anyway, that reminds me. Ha! Good morning. So everything went well last night? Uh-huh. Okay. So we're gonna go into town in a little bit. Until then, go have fun. Okay. Alright, and that's what Ha does. He goes and has fun. Harassing local flora and fauna. Within 2,500 feet. And then after we finish our coffee, I'm all like, where's Murder Fist? Call your bodyguard. See where the hell he's at.
Death
Arms. Yeah, that's what it is.
Death Arms.
I don't know who Murder Fist is, but they're on my mind a lot.
Oh, the lady with the coffee. I forgot her name. Dang it. Oh well.
Brandon's wife.
Yeah. She said he was doing his normal morning routine, which is a general jog around, do a little stretches here. He likes to have a nice limber body before he starts any activities. He's been doing that for weeks. It's kind of fun.
Actually, he's probably enjoying being off the ship right now since we put the Dr. Gergenhoff.
Oglehop.
See, I was close. Dr. Oglehop on level 6. So.
Yeah.
But.
Maybe. Anyways, irrigation. Let's go tackle that. That shouldn't take more than half.
Out of character, Scott. What is your total bonus before you roll for engineering?
14.
Okay. And I have a... Alright, so this is my help roll, Justa.
Okay.
Well, that makes it a 16, 17. I'm like, alright.
It's a fairly routine task. You guys are able to get it fixed. It's like I say.
Right. I was gonna say. There. I was like, oh, now it's a bigger hole. Hang on, I know what to do.
Alright.
Alright, but instead of taking us like an hour, it takes us half the day. So
that was supposed to go there. No, wait. Let me read.
No, it doesn't go there. Don't do it.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay.
I haven't worked on these in a while.
I haven't worked on these ever. But I did some light reading last night before I went to bed. Anyway. Luckily, he has a large collection of how to fix thing books. Physical copies. It's nice to hold an actual book in my hand. But, anyway, we get it fixed. And when we get back, I'm like, Rod, is it even worth going into town this late? I mean, honestly, I guess we should ask to see if we can stay another night. I don't want to overstay our welcome here, but
True.
in fact, that makes most sense.
Station sooner or later.
Yes, I mean, she's going to wine when we get back and end up getting a 3-day weekend, so. Defron hates it when she has days off because that's when Defron realizes exactly how much she does. It's like, why does Nimbus get to check people in? You've talked to Nimbus at this point. You know why he's the one that checks people in. He's not affected by Karen's or Kyle's. But so let's go out to the field and tell them that we got done, and then say we're gonna go stay at whatever passes for an inn in town.
Right.
Also, when we get back to the oh wait, no, we can do that on our shuttle. How many UPBs do I have? Wait, I don't have enough to make us all motorcycles, so I guess it really doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't have that many UPBs. Alright. Anyway. So I guess we're walking to town?
I guess.
Alright. So, hey, Grannon, what's up?
It's like, just working on some stuff out here.
Alright, so good
got
news.
Your irrigation working perfect. I did an awesome job.
Right, that's the good news. The bad news is it took us 4.5 hours for a 20-minute job. But we got it. He did a really good job.
It was like, all right. He goes, well, I appreciate it.
All right, I show him some pictures. I'm like, see, we ended up having to do this. But it should last for quite a while.
And he kind of nods. He's like, yeah, yeah. He goes, well, that'll hold for a while. And he's like, what's your plans now?
We're going into town and getting drunk.
You're getting drunk. I'm not.
Oh.
Someone needs to keep an eye on you.
Somebody needs to fix my alarm clock. There's something wrong with that thing. It's like twice. I swear, there's something mechanically wrong. I've got to look into that. Anyways.
If you turn it on.
I did. I had it on and set to get me up at a reasonable hour. But for some reason today and yesterday and the day before. Well, the last 5 days, it hasn't been working.
Well, then clearly didn't turn it on.
Maybe I did, because the switch was in the off position when I woke up. But I swear I turned it on.
Well, sometimes you can swear, and it doesn't mean that you did it.
I should set up a little automated system where it automatically turns itself on. That might be kind of cool. I can figure out how to do that.
He's going to make an automatic alarm app. That's funny. Death arm. Background noise.
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys go into town. You're going to start asking around.
Well, we're going to... Is there something that passes for a tavern? Or like,
there's a couple of bars. I mean, there's no taverns. It's not a medieval setting. There are bars, though.
I realize that, and I apologize for the nomenclature that I used. I guess saloon would have been more appropriate since it's a frontier town.
It was you had done it enough times I had to give you shit about it.
It's okay. So we go to the first bar and we just hang out and listen.
What?
Right?
Yeah, well,
I mean, they're
you're
gonna get
all,
whispery and stuff. How many people are in the bar when we get there?
yeah, there's only a few. It's it's a lot of people are
After
at
midday,
work. Yeah,
right?
there's a lot of people are at work.
So give me like less than 10, more than 10,
Less than 10.
less than 5.
Yes, less than 5. There are exactly 3 people in the bar besides the bartender.
Okay, well then I will pay for the 3 people to have a drink when we get there, whatever they're drinking. And then I will offer to buy the bartender a drink if they want one. Otherwise, I will tip him the cost of a drink. Actually, I'll
Okay.
tip him 10 credit. Or no. Frontier town that really doesn't deal in money much. I'll tip him 20 credits. And we'll go for what? A credit apiece for drinks? Or are they more than that?
They're probably
I mean,
like a couple of credits, I suppose.
Alright, so 246. The bartender doesn't want a drink, I'm assuming, because he's the bartender. So 26 credits. Plus ours, so 30, 32. Does he charge for water?
No, he does not charge for water.
And a water for Curad. Oh, and Death Arms. 1 drink, 2 drinks, 4 drinks? What are you thinking?
Yeah, we'll do 4. 1 for each hand.
So, 2, 34, 6. So 40 credits total. Hey, I offered it. It's okay. Oh, sorry. Everybody else did not hear Jester actually laugh. You got a good chuckle out of it.
All right. So, yeah, they still are. They're grateful, but they're still fairly suspicious because you're outsiders.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Like I said, we'll just sit there and we'll do our thing. Kib can play on his tablet. Death Arms can get drunk. And I'll do that. No, so let's say 2 hours, 3 hours. What do you think, Herod?
At least 2.
Okay, so 2 hours later, we'll get up and, thank the bartender, and I'll tip him another 10 credits.
All right.
For being a good bartender. And then we'll go to the other bar.
Okay.
Okay, now it's been a couple hours. Is there more people at this bar, or is it still pretty dead?
Sure, there's about 20 people here.
20 people, that's a lot of credits. So 20 times 2 is 40. 50 credits for a round for everyone, including us. Wait, is it the same prices?
Relatively.
Okay, so 50 credits plus 20 credits for the bartender is 70 credits. This number. Okay. So 1 drink for everyone in the house, 20 credits for the bartender, and that included the extra 3 drinks for Death Arms. So, and then the same thing. Is anyone playing? What, Black Holes and Cannons?
Black holes and cannonballs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Black
there's
Holes
a
and
few.
Cannonballs.
There's
Right.
a couple of guys in the corner. There's a game with like about 3 people.
I look at Kurad and I'm like, do you gamble?
I have on occasion.
Do you know how to play this game?
It's
I mean,
been
it
a
is.
while.
Let's see if they'll let us in. Death Arms, do you gamble? Do you have any money?
Do not gamble, nor do I have any money.
Okay. Oh, let's take a quick pause there. We got money last time that we never divvied up, and I'm not going to be that guy. So both death arms and Kib get 200 credits. And then Brian, you and I get 500 credits. And then I sneak an extra 100 credits onto Kib's thing. So Kib, you get a total of 300. I only get 4. But this is all in secret. Yeah, okay. And so you do actually have a little bit of money, but you still don't gamble, so it's fine. And Kib, if you want to gamble, that's up to you. But first, let's see if they'll even let us play.
This game's fun.
No, you can get in on the game.
Oh, hang on. Hey guys, you mind if we play? Oh, okay.
One of them's like, I don't really like outsiders. The other one punched him. Was like, no, go ahead, sit.
Okay.
And the third guy doesn't even look up. He didn't really care.
Right. Are they all human?
One of them's human. One of them's a Vesk, and I think the other one is probably a. Let's say the other one's a half orc.
Okay. 2 big guys and a guy that thinks he's big. Got it. All right. So we play the game with them for a couple hours. I will occasionally buy a round for our table. I'll do that 3 times, so that's... Oh, wait, and Karat only drinks water, so that's actually only times 5. So I'll spend 30 credits, so that'll be 3 rounds. Then when we first start playing, I try to use perception to learn their tales and do a horrible job at it. So I don't know what you're going to roll to see if we actually win anything or if we break even or if we lose money, but I'm only going to gamble up to 150 credits. I don't know how much Kurad or Kib will gamble, so.
200.
Yeah, Kieran gamble 500.
Yeah. I fold a lot.
Yeah. You are unable to figure out any of their tells.
Right? I'm like, oh, I'm a bad gambler. At least for that part. If I was that first roll, I feel pretty good about it.
Let's see, you gambled up to 100. Let's see.
Up to 150, I said.
150. Okay, so let's say.
I mean, I'm not trying to get rich at cannonballs and black holes, but... Or black holes and cannonballs, my bad.
Because you are outclassed at the table more often than not, you come up 44 short in the end.
All right, I can do that.
Okay, I guess I will do the same.
Let's see. You beat 2 of them. So let's see. You managed to win 35 of his credits back.
Still a profit, sir. Yeah,
Uh,
make a perception check. Ha!
And I spent $200. 200 credits. I mean,
200 is what you weighed. All right. You come up 79 short.
Oh, that's not bad.
You lose 79 credits in your afternoon of gaming.
see, I told you I was good at this game. Doing wonderful.
All right, so
Who lost the most money at the table?
because I've loosened their lips and we've lost some money to them, loosened their lips with alcohol, do they start getting more friendly as they're winning our money?
Give me a diplomacy check to see if you can come up with any information.
All right. Kurad, would you like to do a help roll for me? You have diplomacy, right?
Yes, I have diplomacy. Here's your help roll.
That's an awesome help roll. And boy, did I need it, but it wasn't
God,
enough.
did you ever need it?
Wow. Next time, you can do it. Apparently, they just don't like the fact that I'm an 8-foot-tall woman.
Well, actually, it's more the point that maybe they might have been willing to tell you something if they knew anything. They maybe that's part of the big fail here is you're talking to people who just don't know shit. They're like,
well, that's fine. I do ask them when we do decide to get up. I was like, "Hey, where do we? Is there like a hotel?"
yeah, he's like, hotel, huh? He goes, there's a place that you can rent a room. Down the road. Says it's not cheap when we don't get many visitors. There's only says once in a while somebody from point one will come through, but they never talk about much. They just kind of come for whatever business. It's gonna be.
Oh, I figure we'll find that out there. But it's still probably a good time to look it up. And I thank them for the information.
Right.
Say good game and all that, you know.
Lodgings. So it's probably going to be about 4 credits per night.
You were like, it's expensive. I was expecting hundreds of credits per night. I know.
They're normally like 3 credits, and I was like, well, it's only going to be 1 credit up.
So when we get there, we pay for 2 weeks. So 4 times.
All right.
40.
So you're going to stay until the festival?
No, I just want to not have to worry about it after this.
Oh, okay.
Staying until the festival we can't do that. I mean, all right, so this is day 6. And it's going to take us probably a week to get back. So we're already 14 days out. So hopefully we find out some information tomorrow around town. So you're right. I'll pay for 2 days. How about that?
All right.
8. Okay. Hello, lady. Or is it a nice person, or is it something that has more than they? Is it a they?
It's a Sheeran.
So they would have worked, yes.
And it's a Sheeran woman.
See, where was that when I needed it earlier?
And she's incredibly friendly.
Okay.
And tells you everything you ever wanted to know about the Red Booters. Just kidding. She doesn't know shit. She
No,
doesn't.
and that's fine. But I speak Sharon, so when I get there to like rent the room, I'm like, shrieky, shrieky, buzz, buzz.
Yeah. Really,
But
she's
yeah,
she's moderately impressed. Sharon.
right. And I go, in my line of work, it's best to know as many languages as possible, and to have as many
Kieran's
friends.
impressed, Sharon.
Huh?
Kieran's impressed. Being a slug, I speak Sharon too. I figure, fellow insectoid type creature. So
we had a butler that was a Sharon. Really strong guy. I mean, like he could crush tanks.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's how I learned. Come to think of it, he was probably a bodyguard for us as children. But either way, along the way, I got bored enough that I asked him to teach me, and he did. But anyway, so we went to rooms, and I'm going to sleep. We've drank a lot. I've lost some money. It's been a pretty decent day. Oh, does this hotel room that I'm staying in have a shower?
Yes.
Okay, because we live on a space station, it will be nice to shower knowing that it wasn't someone else's pee at some point that week. So I take a long shower, and then I suggest to Kib that he do the same, and then sniff a couple times at Death Arms as well. And Kurad is a clean person anyway, so I'm sure he'll get to it. So, and then I go to bed.
Death Arm just passes out on the floor as soon as he walks through the door.
That's okay. I still sniffed at you. But the next morning,
I run through the water and then run out and then dry off, go to bed.
right, the whole bathroom is now covered in isekai fur and water because you shake yourself dry.
Pretty much, yes.
Right. It looks super cool though. So, and I'm already in bed, so I don't notice till I get up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom.
Like,
we lost someone.
Before I go to bed, I triple check to make sure the alarm is working effectively and go to bed.
Yeah.
We lost Brian, it looks like.
He said he was having problems with Discord.
Well, hopefully he'll make it back on.
Right.
However, all right.
I was going to say, in the morning, I wake up and I sneak into Kid's room and turn off the alarm. Kid, if at any time you want to start sleeping lightly, try to hear me do this, that's acceptable too. But I've been enjoying this joke and you have too. So, if he doesn't do anything, then that's what I do. And then I go downstairs because I'm going to assume that we paid for breakfast with this room. Oh, go ahead, Kib.
I don't think I'm smart enough to think. He thinks there's something technically wrong with the alarm clock.
Okay. After I go downstairs and greet the Sharon woman with a traditional Sharon greeting, I ask about breakfast, or is that extra?
Sure, breakfast will be included.
Okay.
We'll say it was a bed and breakfast type of place.
Okay. In that case, I'd be like, I'll take Kurad's plate too. So I have my plate, I have his plate, I have the 2 coffees, and I walk back to the room and I knock on his door and I walk in and I'm like, hey, time to wake up. Oh, he's still gone. I'm like, fine, 5 more minutes.
So Brian actually had to go. He was fading out.
Okay. So, I'm like, all right, 5 more minutes. And then I set down his tray. And apparently this is a wonderful place to stop.
Yeah, we are at 11:25, and we're losing somebody. We lost somebody before we even got to sign-offs.
Right. Hi. So tonight, my friend Brian played. Sorry. Go ahead.
Everybody send me your Player's Choice Awards, is what I was about to say.
Hi. Tonight, my friend Brian played Kurod, the Mystic, and we managed to not die from the giant plant monster. We lost some money gambling, and he is also in Lands of Liberia, which is Liboria. Scott, you're supposed to know.
Aria.
What? Say it one more time. Yeah, that's it. All right, so the lands of that, and it's on Saturdays, and that's basically Brian's intro right now, I believe, or outro. And then on to Psychopathic, and then I'll send mine.
Oh, right, that's me. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to remember every name I've ever called and answered anything because I'm weird like that. So I played Kib. Kib's got frozen, but he's having fun and trying to fix things, and it happens. Also, I'm also in Lands of Iberia, and I think I did a big no-no. But hey, we're fighting glowy balls of some sort, so that'll be fun. Yeah, and that's it for me. Yay!
All right. Soul Demon, you're up next.
Hi, I was playing Death Arms. I swear I am in Lands of Iberia. I know I haven't been there in a while, but once I get a Saturday off, I will be there. I promise on my D&D life, I will be there once I get a chance. And that's me, I guess.
All right.
I guess at least me.
Yep.
Hi, I'm David the Gnome. Tonight I played Philip Defoe, and she has no sense of direction and has just come to accept that. She may get better at it. I don't know. Other than that, we have some fun. We have a kick-ass space station, and it's going to just keep getting cooler. So long as we don't all die. And if we do, I still say we come back as kobolds with breath weapons. And other than that, on to the Jester King, the one and only.
All right. So we'll start with the bookkeeping. Everybody gets 400 experience points each. I think you guys agreed on you are going to utilize what you've got for 32 doses of white petal.
That is correct.
And tonight's Player's Choice Award goes to Philip Defoe, so 50 XP or extra XP, 50 extra XP for Philip. Words are hard.
Words are hard.
I think we get like a we get like a cut scene, like a little post credit scene, and the post credit scene we get the shadowy figure, a silhouette with a wolf-like features, maybe kind of like peeking out from, maybe kind of poking around, like asking questions on the station. Kind of like stops, and maybe this person stops, and maybe this person stops Father Karef and talks to him for a minute, and maybe we see him like talking to various other residents of the station. Although Father Karef is probably the only one that we know a name for necessarily. No, actually, I take that back. We do see him stopping and talking to the two orphan kids, Saden and Tolo. And then maybe we kind of fade out on that. With that said, I am Najesta King Zarat. You can catch me here on Monday nights for Freewheel Station. Having a good time here with this. stay tuned. There's more craziness coming up here in the next few weeks as we kind of pick up the pace on a couple of things. I think that's all we got for tonight. So let's.
Don't forget to mention that we're going to have a guest star in a couple of weeks.
We'll talk more about that next week. Shall we?
Sounds good.
Let's. We're all a little excited about things upcoming. But with that, let's bring out the dragon and get out of here.
Bring out the dragon.